Hi you guys, it's your girl Jordan and I'm back again with another tutorial for you. As you've seen by the title, we're getting into a super glammed holiday freestyle. I'm talking the whole shebang, crystals, nail art, all of it. This was recorded in December of 2023. However, I still had to get that edited and get it out to you guys. And y'all, this set is beautiful, so let's just go ahead and get into it. As you see, I'm pushing the client's cuticles back. This is a crucial step for longevity and retention. Make sure you pushing those cuticles back, y'all, and also nipping that dead skin around there too, and using a really nice and clean sanding bit when you are filing the shine off your client's nails. Make sure A, it's clean. B, you're using the right grit. So I use a 240 grit when I'm removing the shine off the natural nail. And make sure you're doing it all around the nail because that helps with the most of retention. You can't just file the top of the nail bed and then think that the nail is going to last for 5 weeks, because it won't. It probably will last maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. You have to make sure you're filing all around that, especially if you're not going to use a cuticle bit. I've been getting a ton of questions about retention. How do I get them to last longer? And they're lifting. What am I supposed to do? That right there, y'all, is like a key tip. That's a part of your prep. You need to make sure you're using a sanding band at about 240 grit. I wouldn't even say go, lower than that, because at that point, you're just going to be smoothing the nail out. So I will use a 240 grit and make sure you're getting the whole surface of the nail. Alright, you guys, so we're getting into sizing the nail tips. My client has a very small pinky. I have never seen anybody's pinky the size of hers. It's very teeny tiny. So I'm just going ahead and just making sure that the nail tip fits. And I use a 9, I believe, my smallest nail tip, to make sure that it fit sidewall to sidewall on her nail bed. My beginners out there, you see what just happened? I did not etch the nail plate good enough. I didn't. When I was removing the shine off the nail bed, I really wasn't focusing on the tip of the nail where I'm going to lay my glue. So I went ahead and just buffed it or filed it off with my file to just etch it a little bit and make it stick. Alright, you guys, so let's get into prepping the nail plate for application. I use a dehydrator. I use Mia Secret right now. I used to use Young Nail Swipe. However, I don't know. Like, I'm always trying different products, seeing what works better on certain clients, what doesn't, what works around this time of the year. And when it's hot outside, does this work? So right now I'm using Mia Secret's dehydrator, not their primer. However, I do still prime twice, and I prime with Young Nails twice. And as of lately, like the last couple weeks, I've been doing one hand at a time. In this video, you'll see me doing both, priming them once, and then when I go back to her left hand, I'll prime that one a second time. Alright guys, so now we're getting into applying the acrylic. I'm using Cover Pink by Young Nails acrylic line. This is their cover powder and it sets in about maybe 90 seconds, I believe. I also use their monomer, which I like to heat up before applying my acrylic. That way it is the perfect temperature and my beads are not too wet. Here I do about 2 to 3 beads per nail, and I start by placing my first bead right above where the tip and the natural nail are blended together, and that way I can bring my large bead down to the tip. And then I will put my second bead right above that bead, not touching the cuticle, because I do go back in with a cuticle bead as well. I'm going to let the rest of this video play on out, and once I am done with the application, we are going to get into designing the nails. Enjoy. We have finally made it to the end of application. This is raw footage, no filters whatsoever. You could leave it this way. Now we're about to go ahead and get started on designing. Again, this is a freestyle, so I'm gonna let her sit back and relax while I give her the best nail set ever. We are wrapping up this video, you guys, with some bling on the rest of her nails. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one.